Hey guys, it's Cassie aka Cats and Camera, and today I'm going to be recommending some contemporary gay fiction that hopefully you haven't heard of. To be fair, one of them, it is the most obvious book out of all of these recommendation videos, so you've probably heard of that one. But yes, let's just get into this. First up I have Educating Simon by Robin Reardon. This follows Simon, who, to be fair, isn't a very likeable character. He kind of gets ripped out of his home in England and forced to move across to America with his mum and his mum's new boyfriend slash husband. So he's a little bit of an angsty, angry bean because of that. So while he's getting pretty angry at his mum and his stepdad and stuff, he does start to have a relationship with his stepsister, who has Asperger's syndrome. And even though he's not really a massive fan of her at the beginning just because of him hating being there, he does kind of start really liking her and really enjoying her company and trying to make her feel happy and stuff. So that's a really nice arc of this story. We also have another arc where Simon is tutoring this person for a spelling bee, and this person, Toby, comes out to Simon as a trans girl called Kay, and Kay is only 11 years old, so Simon is the first person that she's come out to and who is accepting her as being trans. Simon himself is also a gay character, and we have bisexual characters as well. So all these people around Simon, Kay dealing with being trans, and his stepsister Percy, who has Asperger's syndrome, all kind of shape Simon to sort of change himself and become a better person and stuff. So if that sounds like something you enjoy, here it is. Next up is the least unknown book out of all of these recommendations, but like I said, I have to mention it because I just keep trying to plug this book, this duology, and that is Openly Straight and Honestly Ben by Bill Konigsberg. Yes, I know, this isn't really an indie book or an unknown book, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because it doesn't get enough love on here. So Openly Straight is about Rafe, who goes to this new boarding school where he doesn't want to be known as the gay kid, so he doesn't tell anyone his sexuality. He's completely fine with it, his parents know, his friends back home know, and they're all fine with it, but he just doesn't want to be labelled with that. And that's the whole thing with this series, it's about labels and putting labels on people and what they do and don't want to be known as. And he starts getting this really intense friendship with this guy Ben on his rugby team, and it's just a really great series. Again, with the labels, Ben, does he want labels? Does he not want labels? Does he just want to be his own person and be his own thing? Also in the second book, Honestly Ben, one of their mutual friends comes out as gender fluid, so that's always nice to see. Not something that we get to see very often in books. So just read this because it's really good, and yes. Next up we have Thanks a Lot John and Claire by Joanna Parkhurst. This is a companion novel to Here's to You Zed Pike, which I'm reading this month. Potentially I would have read it by the time this video goes out, but you don't have to read that one first. They're kind of standalone but about the same characters. And yeah, this is just a really great contemporary. It's about a main character, Emmett, who is on the hockey team, as you can tell. You know how I feel about my sports and my gay sports contemporaries. It's the thing. And Emmett falls for Rory, who is the coach's nephew, and it's just a really great book. There's this sort of secretive element as well, something happens. It's got sort of blackmail element type thing going on as well. But it's just a really good book and you should check it out if you like sports and gay contemporaries and parental relationships, because Emmett has a really bad relationship with his father and then he comes back in the picture, so Emmett and his little brother trying to deal with that as well. And last but not least we have What They Always Tell Us by Martin Wilson. This is a dual perspective narrative between two brothers, James and Alex. We've got James, who's the older brother, who's trying to deal with college and getting accepting letters and his friends and girlfriend and whether he wants to be with her, that sort of thing. And then we have Alex, his younger brother, who's the social outcast now because he did something stupid at a party. Attempted suicide. Did he do it because he wanted to die, or did he just do it and now everyone shuns him? But the one thing that Alex really enjoys is running, and when he's encouraged to go and join the cross-country club, him and his brother's best friend Nathan start to get romantic feelings for each other. This was just a really great book. I read it ages ago. I actually want to reread this because I remember really enjoying it. We also have this other side plot about the young kid Henry who lives across the street to them, and the relationship between Alex and Henry is really great as well. How Henry just doesn't care that Alex doesn't want to be his friend. He kind of makes him care about him, and it's just really sweet. But it's nice for Alex to have a friend even if it is a 10-year-old kid. This was just a really good book. The relationship between Alex and Henry, and Alex and Nathan, who is his brother's best friend, and then the relationship between the brothers, being pretty tenuous because of what Alex tried to do at the party. It was really great and you should check it out. Again, another book I've never heard anyone talk about. So yeah, there we go. Those are my 4 contemporary recommendations. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. Let me know down below some of your contemporary LGBT recommendations. Obviously, the more obscure the better, because that's the whole point of recommending books, is to recommend books that people haven't read yet. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. I have some more in this series where I recommend fantasy and sci-fi, hard-hitting and self-published, so definitely check them out. And if you continue to enjoy them, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video.